The best detective riddles only the smartest can crack. Hey, how's yeah, dude? Fuck it.
I want some too. Fuck it.
10 detective riddles only the most attentive 1% can solve.
I'm the 1%, I'll tell you that much.
A detective and the blacksmith brothers. On a snowy winter night, the detective was resting in front of the fireplace. Suddenly, somebody threw a snowball at his window. The hit was so strong that the glass shattered. The detective stood up and had just enough time to notice 3 kids who lived in the neighborhood running away. They were brothers with the names Sam Blacksmith, Peter Blacksmith,
Felix, you're the
and
man,
Mark
much
Blacksmith.
love.
The next day, a paper note was left on the detective's door. There it was written, "Blacksmith." He threw the snowball. The detective knew immediately which brother to question. Okay, now you have 15 seconds. Hopefully enough time to figure it out.
I think it was Peter.
Well, I don't remember the names.
He threw. They were brothers with the names
You can't go back.
Sam Blacksmith, Peter Blacksmith, and Mark Blacksmith. The next day, a paper note was left on the detective's door. There it was written, "Blacksmith." He threw the snowball. The detective knew immediately which brother to question. Okay, now you have 15 seconds. Hopefully enough time to figure it out.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I think it was nobody because they ran, so they didn't have time to write a fucking note.
The symbol, is called the question mark. So here we go. Blacksmith. He threw.
Okay. This is retarded. This is retarded. That is retarded. That exercise was fucking garbage. No, listen, I'm not gonna do those anymore. We're gonna find some other videos to watch. That is fucking garbage.
Number 9. Hotel room. A woman was staying in her hotel room when somebody knocked at the door. When she opened it, she saw an unknown man. He looked surprised and said, "I apologize. I thought it was my room." He turned away and went in the direction of the elevators. The woman, however, returned to the room and dialed security. Why was she so suspicious? Have you already figured it out? Time is ticking.
Look, boys,
Because there's no elevators.
The woman logically decided that if the man had thought that the
Sounds
room
like a
was
plan.
his, he wouldn't have knocked. Such behavior is typical for those criminals who break into hotel rooms and steal whatever they can. They knock on the door to make sure.
I was thinking maybe like you could teleport just behind him, and then I could spam a little bit. And then
I'm a
they
smart
try to
guy,
shoot me,
right?
And then I just teleport back.
Don't bud
Number
me.
8. Suicide or murder.
Okay, bud.
A detective comes to a crime scene. A man is
I'm
said
not
to jump
gonna
out of a
bud.
window of an abandoned building and commit suicide. The detective goes inside the building to the first floor, to the room at the front. He lights a cigarette.
Can you start
goes up to
spreading
the window,
memes at
which
tracer level speeds? Thanks for all the streams. I think you are the coolest brugger on Twitch.
Thanks, Jake. This is 3.
faces the dead man, opens it, and throws the cigarette out. Then he goes to the second floor and does the same. He continues until he has visited all the floors and repeated the action again and again. Then he returns to his team and says that it was by no means a suicide, but a murder. How did he find it out? It took the detective much longer than 15 seconds to understand the truth. What about you? Are you smarter?
Because when you throw it out, you see how far you go? And the distance that it takes for you to fucking die.
Welcome to reality.
When a person commits suicide jumping from a high floor, they don't tend to close the window behind them. But in this case, none of the windows which faced the dead man were left open.
What?
Hey Tesla, how are you?
How am I supposed to know
Look
that?
how you flame me, right?
Yeah.
So retarded, dude.
Why didn't you avoid me?
12 to 12
Somebody
feels
closed
good,
them
man. Clap.
After the man died. Number 7. Iced tea. Two young ladies were having dinner together. They both ordered iced
Okay, how's it well, bros? I'm actually gonna ban you, my dude. Peace out. Sorry, dude.
tea. One of them was very thirsty and drank very fast. She had 5 glasses during the time the other drank only 1. Tragically, the girl who was nursing her drink and drinking slowly died. The other stayed alive, but it turned out that all the drinks they had been served contained poison. How is it possible that the girl who drank more survived? Strange case. Are you ready with the answer?
The poison was in the ice.
In fact, the poison was contained in the ice. The ice in the tea of the girl who drank fast didn't have time to melt.
Answer before you guys step in the
The
chat.
other girl's drink melted, releasing the poison into her tea. A man was found shot to death in his car. The policemen were puzzled, as there was no gunpowder on his clothes or anywhere else in the car. This meant that the person who shot him was outside, but all the windows were closed, all the doors locked, and the only bullet hole was on the man's body. How was it possible? Perhaps some mystic powers? Here's your 15 seconds.
He got shot and then he got in the car? Or he got in the car and it's a convertible. Convertibility. I see like convertibles in the chat.
The answer is actually quite simple. The car where the man had been killed was a convertible. When the fatal shot sounded, the roof was down.
Select your hero.
So how did he put it back up?
Number 5. Fly-in coffee. A woman was having breakfast at a nice
I'm
restaurant.
not gonna look at chat.
At one moment, she noticed a fly in her coffee. She was indignant and made the waiter bring her another cup of the drink. After he returned
what do
with
you
a
play?
new cup of coffee, she shouted,
I can
"What is
play.
the
Very
service in this place? You have brought me the same cup of coffee." How did she understand it?
What do you play?
Perhaps
mainly
the
play
woman was a
DPS,
psychic?
Ryan,
What do you
Zarya.
think?
Roadhog.
Okay. You play any support
What
role?
the fuck? Yo, wait!
Okay.
Oh, fucking no, dude!
She had already put sugar in her previous cup of coffee. When she tried the new one, it was sweet.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What a dumb fucking video. Hey, dude, can you actually report this? This is so bad. This is so bad. It actually makes me mad. So bad.
Number
Okay.
4.
Okay, I will get this. I'm not looking at chat even once. Yo, Bog, James Penn, thanks to $7 says, hey Felix in chat, I hope you have a good day. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Dude, much love.
In court for killing the wife. A man
Nothing
is
in chat.
accused of killing his wife. His lawyer, in his final statement, declares that the wife of the man, in fact, hasn't been killed, and will enter the courtroom in a minute. Everybody in the room, including the judge and the jury, turns and looks at the door, and the lawyer with the defendant looks at them. Several minutes pass and the lawyer says, "It proves that you are not so sure that my client has killed his wife. Otherwise, you wouldn't believe me." Almost immediately after that, the jury comes up with a guilty verdict. Why does it happen? 15 seconds to find the answer.
Guess she's dead.
The man who had been accused wasn't looking at the door. He was sure his wife wouldn't enter, as he had killed her. Number 3.
Wow, dude. Dude. How did I not know that? What the fuck? Okay, I'm doing one more riddle.
Case of a
One more.
smuggler.
Play
A man
Akinator.
carrying 2 bags with sand crosses the Mexican border on a bicycle every day. Customs officers regularly check the
Wait,
bags.
wait,
and
reset.
all the time, they can crosses. A man carrying 2 bags with sand crosses the Mexican border on a bicycle every day. Customs officers regularly check the bags, and all the time, they contain sand. It is obvious that the man smuggles something, but the officers can't realize what it is exactly. As they don't have any proof, the man crosses the border without interruptions. What does he smuggle? Your time has started.
Sand. The sand of the bike. Or he eats something.
This creative individual distracts the custom officer's attention with the bags of sand, but in fact, he smuggles bicycles. Number 2, suicide message. A body of a man was found in the flat. At some moment, he collapsed against his desk, a gun in his hand. The police found a cassette recorder nearby. When they pressed the play button, what they heard was, "I can't live like this anymore." Then the sound of a gunshot was heard. However, the detective immediately figured out that it was a murder. How did he realize that it wasn't a suicide?
You have to click stop
already know
recording.
the answer. If not, you still have some time.
Because you have to click stop recording. How's he gonna do that if he shot himself? Oh, but yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If the man had killed himself, he by no means would have been able to rewind the tape. Conclusion: there was someone else.
Stop! Stop with the fucking cassettes, dude. The fucking cassettes.
Number 1, crime.
Mrs. Smith went to the police claiming that her vintage necklace was missing. The woman was upset. When the police arrived, they saw no signs of a break-in, no messed up locks, no misplaced doors. Only one window was broken. There was a total mess inside the house and dirty footprints all over the floor. Surprisingly, the next day, Mrs. Smith was arrested for fraud. Why?
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Are you ready there?
Sneaky.
5 seconds left.
Sneaky.
Here's the answer. The police were sure that Mrs. Smith lied to them because the window was broken from the inside. If it had been broken from the outside, little pieces of glass would have been on the room's floor. No.
These videos are just retarded. Yeah, though. They're just fucking retarded. What yesterday? Oh, I remember what this is.
A hostile artificial intelligence called NIM has taken over the world's computers.
Okay, this sounds really safer. Also, we'll watch it later.
You don't have that
You're the
problem
only
because I have a
person
brain
skilled enough
a
to
little
shut
bit
it
when it
down,
comes to
and
these
you'll
types of
only have
games.
one chance. You've broken into NIM's secret lab,
And
now you're
I know how to
floating in a raft
coordinate
on top of 25
My
stories.
teammates
Okay, wait,
instead
wait.
of being such a retard.
Smart. Yo, watch this with me.
Floating in a raft on top of 25 stories
what,
of
you shrimp?
electrified
Yeah.
water.
Fuck.
Now you're floating in a raft on top of 25 stories of electrified water. You've rigged up a remote that can lower the water level by ejecting it from grates in the sides of the room. If you can lower the water level to 0, you can hit the manual override, shut NIM off, and save the day. However, the AI knows that you're here, and it can lower the water level too by sucking it through a trap door at the bottom of the lab.
What?
Trap door at the through a trap can lower the water here, and it can lower the water level too by sucking it through a trap door at the bottom of the lab. If NIM is the one to lower the water level to 0, you'll be sucked out of the lab, resulting in a failed mission. Control over water drainage alternates between you and NIM, and neither can skip a turn. Each of you can lower the water level
Why
by
does it look
exactly
like that?
1, 3, or 4 stories at a time. Whoever gets the level exactly to 0 on their turn will win this deadly duel. Note that neither of you can lower the water level below 0. If the water level is at 2, then the only move is to lower the water level 1 story. You know that NIM has already computed all possible outcomes of the contest and will play in a way that maximizes its chance of success. You go first. How can you survive and shut off the artificial intelligence?
Wait, what?
This is just retarded.
This is retarded. That's impossible.
You can't leave anything up to chance. Nim will take any advantage it can get, and you'll need to have a response to any possible move it makes. The trick here is to start from where you want to end and work backwards. You want to be the one to lower the water level to...
I don't know why I'm watching this.
6 months
I'm not the one watching
till
this
we
at
have
all.
our baby.
I have actually no idea. Someone wanted me to watch the rest of it. Listen, I'm not too
0,
convinced.
Which means you need the water level to
Hey,
be at
hold the fuck up! I'm not too convinced, but I will watch it.
when control switches to you. If the water level were at 2, your only option would be to lower it 1 story, which would lead to Nim making the winning move. If we color code the water levels, we can see a simple principle at play. There are losing levels like 2, where no matter what whoever starts their turn there does, they'll lose. And there are winning levels where whoever starts their turn there can either win or leave their opponent with a losing level. So not only are 1, 3, and 4 winning levels, but so are 5 and 6, since you can send your opponent to 2 from there. What about 7? From 7, all...
Hey, my name is Moxie. I read chat and then I do what they do because I'm fucking retarded. I can't make a bin for myself, by the way.
I was watching the video. It was dog shit. Oh, if you start on level 3, 4, 5, that's all winning levels. 2 and 1, 0, fucking. No one gives a fuck.
Okay, bud. Talking to you was way more entertaining. It was a lot of fun talking to you. During intermission, it was bullshit.